Draw the projections of a line capital AB, 100 mm long, inclined at 45 degrees to VP and 30 degrees to HP. One end of the line is 20 mm above HP and in VP. Determine the apparent length and inclination. So here, first we are going to analyze this. So one end of the line is 20 mm above HP and in VP. So when you look from the front view, we can see the distance above HP. So that image will going to fall on VP. So that is A dash. Then when you look from the top view, is in VP. So obviously that point will be on XY line. So it is A. He says capital AB is 100 mm long. So that means it is the true length line. Inclined at 45 degrees to VP and 30 degrees to HP. So from here, since it is in VP, obviously the image will going to be on the vertical plane itself. So A dash is in VP, so B1 dash should also be in VP. Then only the line will be parallel. So it is 30 degrees to HP. So from here, we will draw a line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. Then similarly, AB 100 mm long, inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So from here, you have the point from AB, which is inclined at 45 degrees to VP. So capital A, B2, which is in space, because A is above HP by 20 mm, B2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. Then only the line will be parallel to HP. So because it is the true length. So when you look from the top view, that image will going to be on this. So A, B2. So we will going to get the locus of B in the top view, and we will going to get the locus of B in the front view. Now we need to know the apparent length and its inclinations. Now here, when you look from the front view, so this line is parallel to HP. How? A is above HP by 20 mm. B2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. So when this looks from the front view, the image will going to fall on the vertical plane. You can see that A dash, B dash, A dash, B2 dash is parallel to HP. So once A dash, B2 dash is parallel to HP, so we are getting the true length in HP. So this is the front view line is parallel. So obviously its corresponding top view, AB2, is in true length. So that is also quite evident that AB2 is parallel to HP. So you are getting the true length here. Now actually, because of the locus of B in the front view is here, with A dash as center, take the radius of A dash, B2 dash, you rotate such that it will going to fall on the locus of B in the front view. And you will going to mark this point as B dash. And then join A dash, B dash with a dot line. So this is the inclination, the apparent inclination made by the front view with respect to HP, which is alpha. Now similarly, when you look from the top view, so this is the true length, because true length in the vertical plane. So the line has to be parallel to VP. So when you look from the top view, A dash, that is A is in VP. So B1 should also be in VP. Then only the line is parallel. You can see if the top view line is parallel, then its corresponding front view will be in true length. That is A dash, B1 dash will be in true length. But actually now B1 is in VP. But actually B, the locus of B in the top view is here. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, rotate such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view here. So this point will going to become B. Then join A to B with a dot line. So this will going to be the apparent inclination with respect to VP, which is called beta. But actually when it is in space, so actually how it will going to take place is with A dash as center, taking the radius of A dash, B1 dash. So A dash, B1 dash is also in VP. You rotate in space such that it will going to come on the locus of B in the top view here, so that you will going to get this point here. So this becomes capital AB, which is in space. Similarly, with A as center, when you take the radius of AB2, because that is the one which will be considered, because this is the true length. When you rotate the true length such that it will going to cut the locus of B. It will going to reaches the locus of B in the front view. So that once you rotate this will going to, when it is intersects here, that will be the locus of B in the front view, and when you project this to the top view, this will going to be the locus of B in the top view. So this is AB, and this one will be A dash B dash. So when you join these two, both will going to lie on the same line. So this is how you will be able to get this. So now we will try to analyze individually by stepwise. So here A is above HP by 15 mm. Sorry. Now we are going to consider with A is above HP by 20 mm, and when you look from the front view, B2 is also above HP by 20 mm. So now the line is parallel to HP. But now we are considering the first case when the line is in EP. A is in VP, B1 should also be in VP, so B1 dash. So this is the true length of the line which is inclined at 30 degrees to HP. And here the true length of the line in the top view is A is above HP by 20 mm and B2 should also be above HP by 20 mm. So this is the true length in HP. When you look from the top view, this is projected onto HP. So this line AB2 will be the line which is inclined at 45 degrees to VP, and the true length of the line is 100 mm. So that is what we have written here. A is in VP. This is the true length of the line, and this is the true length in the front view. So when you look, when you look from the top view, A is in VP, B1 should also be in VP, then only the line will be parallel to VP. So that means if the top view line is parallel, its corresponding front view will be in true length. So you can see this is the capital A and capital B. So but actually, because due to the presence of the true length in the top view, so this will going to be the locus of B with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, you rotate it such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view and join A to B with a dark line. So this will going to be the beta inclination. And similarly, the other way, we are considering the front view now. This is the true length in the HP. That means it is the top view line is true length. If the top view line has to be true length, its corresponding front view will be in parallel to XY. You can see here A dash B2 dash is parallel to XY. Therefore, this line will be in true length. So that will be capital A and capital B. So but actually, because due to the presence of the true length in the front view, this will going to be the locus of B with A dash as center, taking the radius of A dash B dash. You rotate it such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the front view, which is A dash B dash. Then join A dash B dash with a dark line, and this will going to be the angle made by the apparent inclination with respect to HP, which is alpha. So this is how we can analyze individually in the stepwise. Now we will going to take up how to solve this problem in the sketchbook. First, we will going to draw the XY line and mark XY and VP HP. He says that one end of the line is 20 mm above HP and is in VP. So first we are going to measure 20 mm above XY line and then draw a horizontal line with a thin line. And in VP, so obviously in the top view it will going to be on XY line. So first consider any point and then draw a vertical projector, and you mark this point as small a and capital small a dash here. Then you know that the true inclination of the line is given with 45 degrees to VP and 30 degrees to HP. So from A dash, by using the protractor, you measure an angle of 30 degree with respect to this horizontal line and then draw an inclined line here. And similarly, with A as center, taking the compass, taking the protractor, you measure an angle of 45 degree with respect to the XY line and then draw an inclined line. since we know that the true length is same in both in front view and the top view, and by using the compass, you measure a radius of 100 mm with A dash as center, cut an arc on this 30 degree line. Similarly, with A as center, cut an arc of 100 mm on the 45 degree line, so that you will going to get this point B1 dash and also B2. Then join A dash B1 dash with little bit thicker than the XY line. Then similarly join A and B2 with little bit thicker than the XY line. So then mark this as B2 and here B1 dash, and then write capital B and this as capital A, this as capital A and this as capital B, and then draw a horizontal dash dot line, and here also draw a horizontal dash dot line through the B2 and write locus of B and the locus of B as shown. Now we need to find out the apparent length and inclination with respect to HP and VP. Now we know that this is the capital A, capital B, which is according to the given problem. So that means it is the true length of the line in the vertical plane. That means the line in the front view is in true length now. So if the front view line has to be in the true length, then its corresponding top view has to be parallel to XY. So we have A, but we don't have B1. Now we need to find out where exactly the point B1 will going to fall. So draw a vertical projector from B1 dash such that AB1 will be parallel to XY. So that means A is in VP, so B1 should also be in VP. So then you draw a vertical projector till to the XY line. So you mark this point as B1. Then with A, by using the compass with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, because B1 is not on VP, but B1 should be in front of VP by this distance, because due to the presence of the true length in the top view. So with A as center, taking the radius of AB1, draw an arc by using the compass such that it will going to cut the locus of B in the top view, and mark this point as small b. Then join A to B with a dark line. Now similarly, we will going to take up the true length in the top view, that is AB2. If you have the true length in the top view, that means its corresponding front view has to be parallel to XY. But we know that we have A dash which is above XY line by 20 mm. So then B2 should also be above XY by 20 mm. Then only its corresponding front view will be parallel to XY. So with from B2 you draw a vertical projector such that it will be above XY line by 20 mm. Then only that line A dash B2 dash is parallel to XY. So you project from B2 till to the A dash line, so that A dash B2 dash is parallel to XY line. With A dash, but actually the locus of B in the front view will fall here, because due to the true length in the front view is at an angle of 30 degrees at a distance of 100. Then that means this will going to be the distance which is above HP. So with A dash as center, by taking the radius of A dash B2 dash using the compass, you draw an arc which will going to cut the locus of B in the front view, and you mark this point as A dash B dash. Then join A dash B dash with a dark line, and then use the notation which is apparent inclination with respect to alpha, with respect to HP is alpha. Now we need to, since he asked for the determine apparent length and inclination, so the apparent length is A dash B dash and its inclination is alpha, and the apparent length in the top view is AB and its inclination with respect to VP is beta. Then A dash B dash, by using the scale you measure the distance. A dash B dash is 70.71 mm when you are doing it in manual, and then the alpha, by using the protractor you measure an angle which is equal to 45 degree, and similarly AB, by using the scale you measure the length which is 87 mm, and the beta inclination, by using the protractor you measure an angle, beta will be equal to 55 degree. But when you are doing it in CAD, AB will be equal to 86.60, A dash B dash is equal to 70.71, alpha is equals 45, and beta is equal to 54.74. This will going to be the final answer, and show the dimensions accordingly. Whatever the data given, you show the dimension. Whatever the one, whichever the one which has to be shown, you have to show the notations. This is how you will be able to solve the problem in the sketchbook.